Standard as-gun fitness anti-fighter weapons on the turrets LXL held by the main gun. Fair enough. That was a concerning freeze. Let's see, I'm too tired to deal with this shit. Please just work. Why am I doing that? I need to go that way. So where is the nearest? Where's the OM? Hello? OM? It is. There's 3. L4. Over 5, there we go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I wish I knew why I was so tired today. Actually, you know what it probably is? Lack of sleep the night before yesterday. So, well, I slept fine last night. Only getting like 4 hours sleep the night before. Probably isn't helping. I think it was 4 hours. 4 hours and then an assessment. Like, that's just unhelpful. Good chance it's just brain tired. My brain going, you used too much energy and now you're in energy dead. Oh, too far, too far, too far. It's fine.
Landing gear down.
It's fine, chat. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Landing complete.
You know what? I'll take it. That's fine.
Systems off.
That is, like, actually fine. It's doing that again. That everything? I think that might be everything. Yeah, that's everything. Cool. We'll abandon the other mission because for some reason I can't get docking there. Alright. 111, we can't carry that. 15 SCU, we could. Do we trust Microtech L2? $21 picking up from Tressler. 6 picking up from Tressler. Stims from Baijini. Baijini to Tressler. 97. 97 SCU we can't carry. Picking up from Port Tressler. Picking up from Baijini. It's a lot of flying if it fails. Picking up from Tressler, picking up from Tressler. Picking up from Tressler, picking up from Tressler. Microtech L2. Tressler, Tressler. 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 Why are so many pick up from Tressler? Collect from L2 and L5. Delivery at Tressler. L5's a long way. Crusader L4, 96, 94 we can't do. $99 we can't do. Collecting from Rayari Cantwell and Rayari McGrath. I reckon we can do that. Hello? It's collect from Tressler. It's 23k too. But I reckon we can do this one. I wonder if we can do that in 2 shipments. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this. See if I can do that as 2 different shipments. Kovalex Distribution Center, S4D CO5.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Boo.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Ow. Feels a lot later than 9 o'clock. Which is weird because I also woke up late today. You know, I'm actually tempted to swap the tripods that my microphone's on. I've got another one that I should be able to get a little bit of extra height on. But it's also those weird flexy legs. And I'm not sure how they'll do. Shit. 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 Did it stop my ship again? I have no idea. Let's find out.
Why should healthcare be a hassle? Increasingly ranked fifth in patient wait times. Choose convenience. Use one of our convenient self-check-in terminals.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yes. Yes, it did. Why couldn't it take me with it? Why? Oh my god. Hey, issue council. Because that's a couple of times it's done that to me today. Seems almost like it isn't registering you taking off properly, but it is registering your position. Once you become far enough away from the hangar, it goes, oh, they won't need the ship they left in the hangar. Maybe? It seems to be related to me calling for the hangar. Because it's only done it when I've called for a hangar. That one?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
That one's kind of the same thing. Or at least, I'm pretty sure it's the same bug, but completely misattributed. Poorly reported. What's that one? Nope. That is completely different. It'd be real nice if people on Issue Council would actually, like, label their things properly. Like, yellow. What, what does that mean? That tells me nothing about what the bug is. This one, hardly playable. Add game version, that will be the live environment. And the current version. What was the name of the shipping hub? What was the name of that shipping hub? Kovalex Distribution Center. S4D B05. Okay. Submit. That's it. The humor in the initial report here on Issue Council. Step 1. Arrive at Everest with C1. Step 2. Request landing. Step 3. Wait for answer. Step 4. End up in space. Ship disappeared. Step 5. Ship is actually stored. Nice new feature. Auto store on landing request. Well, I've still got the mission, so... And my ship's over there.
Welcome to the
So I may
ASOP
as well jump in
vehicle
something
retrieval
else.
system.
Fly down there. Let's go ahead and claim that.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Vehicle
And,
selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to
yeah.
the following location. Please visit us again.
We'll see. I have a test to do with this. Oh, hang on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm missing some important stuff. I'm pretty sure it's magic, Frosty Tools.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's magic. It's the only possible explanation.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Launch complete.
Yeah, I have a test to do
Retracted.
in this. Just as a point of interest. I know what the non-boosted G-forces of this is, but what I don't know is what the boosted G-forces is. I think that was up to like 20. It went too blurry for me to read it, but I think it was up to 20. If I come in here and motion blur is off, somewhere in here, we'll turn that off, turn that off, we'll turn that off. $30. 30.1. $30.1 Gs. I'm just going to confirm that. Yep, 30.1 for a fraction of a second. I heard you like to accelerate.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Should nothing could go wrong in a human body exposed to 30.1 Gs? It is only for a fraction of a second. But, if Sarek's around, I'm sure it could do some of the maths on that. To sort of put it into context.
Initiated.
So what is, it's like 9.8 meters per second is 1 G. So if we multiply that by 10, that's 980. 9,800,
Quantum travel.
I think, if I'm doing the maths right. Kilometers per second. I think. Apparently not the same under nav mode. To be fair, I am in Atmo. So that is the out of Atmo speeds. Also, welcome in, Lunga. Did you notice we have a couple of sub goals up in the top right? They are separate sub goals. I've got some ideas for a streamathon. Exclamation September for a little bit more info on those goals. Aren't blackouts caused by a couple of seconds of 5G or something? 6 times that for a fraction of a second still doesn't sound great. Honestly, it sounds like you'd be paced. It sounds like you would probably turn into paste.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh!
Landing gear deployed.
So that happened.
Landing
Approximately 290 meters per second, or roughly 1,060 kilometers an hour per second. Estimated similar impact on the body to hitting a cliff at about 60 kilometers an hour. Fair enough. So, not quite paced, but very close to paced. It'd be fine, just walk it off. Exactly.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Seeking at least burst blood vessels and slamming your brain into the back of your skull. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah, at the very least, your brain would be very, very bruised. Just a concussion. Just a mild concussion. As for blacking out at a couple of seconds of 5G, I'm pretty sure Formula 1 drivers experience higher than that. That's why their necks are so thick. Because they've built up the muscles. 60 kilometers per hour inch per clip does sound a little worse. I mean... I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you'd be fine. Please note, I do not recommend. F1 drivers hit about 6G on the corners. I thought it was higher than that. But yeah. Yeah, I know it's some ridiculous Gs for them to be doing regularly. And most people just could not handle it. Google says 5 to 6 at the very apex of some turns. So not particularly sustained, though pretty regular. Yeah, exactly. Also, who can believe Google these days? Yeah, I mean, you gotta know how to use Google. It's basically what it comes down to. Like, the ability to actually vet sources is not a skill most people have. Same reason why Wikipedia is not a reliable source, right? The way to use Wikipedia is for a very basic general understanding and to get other sources. You use the source list at the bottom of the page and be like, okay, so where have you gotten your information from? Go read that instead. And then you can sort of do the same with Google, and basically anything else that you find on Google. Is ask, okay, where are you getting your information? And then you basically kind of just keep doing that, really. You do that enough, eventually you'll find, like, whether or not something is actually reliable. Site I went to says that in the 50s they were hitting about 2G, by the 80s and 90s they were hitting 4G, but modern are hitting 6G. That sounds about right, actually. Something like that is also kind of difficult to fake, like the numbers, because it is not too difficult to calculate. And like these days in particular, a lot of races will like have times where it will give you the speeds that they're like it'll show the viewers like the speeds that the cars are doing. So somebody would have like you'd be able to do the maths on that and calculate the delta V, the change of velocity, and from that work out the acceleration. Which is what G-forces are. It's a measure of acceleration.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth
You are clear to launch.
Systems on.
What I might do is... Actually, I'd probably do it now, actually. Because if the bug is storing my ship, right? Whenever I, if it's storing the ship, then doing this... Like, yeah, okay, it's not every time I go into the thing. But it's often enough. Yeah, why can't I... But it's got room. Whatever, I'll just put it in this set. Too large for container. Really? These don't work yet. I don't think. Nah. So that'd be the other way to do it. As if those were working. Whatever. It also passes the eyeball test of, yeah, that's a few G less than what people pull in jets. Sounds about right for F1. Yeah. Yeah. Which, you know, that's actually a decently reliable way to be, like to check a source. To sort of get an idea if it's something you need to look into more. Is like if it's making a really wild claim that does not seem right. As a general rule, it's probably not. Can I take off, please? There we go.
Launch complete.
These days the problem is less people not knowing how to use search engines. More people using AI tools as search engines. That's also true. I keep forgetting that, like, AI tools, like, people use AI tools like search engines as much as they do. Which, in principle, isn't bad. It's just that there's so much bad information out there that the AI tools, the neural networks get trained on, that they become not useful. And then people taking the what the AI comes out with as correct. Like it's infallible. Because it's AI, except it's not. It's not AI. It is a neural network. It is machine learning. It is just an algorithm. A complicated algorithm, but just an algorithm nonetheless. Okay. I should be able to jump somewhere. It's also the fact that ChatGPT and the lack of being trained to be creative, so when asked a maths question, tries to avoid just giving them the same unoriginal answer. Yeah, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help. Why would you try... Ah. I don't want to go to Ghost Hollow.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
So I'm starting to wonder if the ship's storage bug is potentially related to the station disappearing yesterday. Because I think the first time it happened to me today was... Like, I just called for landing, and the station disappeared briefly. Like, it reloaded in. And I was just sort of left in space. Which makes me wonder if it's it's related to the same thing. But I've also only had it happen with the C1. Which reminds me, 2 of my ships are the finalists in the ship showdown. Oops, accidentally stored the station in the ASO. Oh god. Yeah.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
As a result, we had to take your ship and store it in the station to retrieve the station from the ASOP. The station and your ship use the same hangar bay.
Landing gear down.
I remember someone comparing the need for datasets that were scrubbed before AI tools were released to the public.
Landing
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I'm sure that was fine. No, not the seat. Coincidentally, it's also related to why so many machine learning algorithms basically, and there's no like simple way to put this, a lot of them are racist. And the reason that a lot of them are racist is because of the data they're trained on. To the need to salvage old warships for low background steel when background radiation was still elevated? Huh. the more you know. Because anything you made after nuclear bombs started getting dropped were contaminated. Hmm. It would be, yeah. Did y'all see that ball? That weird floaty ball? Of light? Aha! I can do it in parts. They could have dropped back to natural levels by now, but if you train AI in the current internet, is going to cannibalize a bunch of AI output. Yup. That is a problem that is definitely being faced by the AI industry at the moment. A lot of the art, like the AI art, is basically now referring to AI art. And as a result, is basically going backwards. It's actually kind of funny to watch. It's almost like it's inbreeding with itself. That's really the only way, like, to describe it, is it's like it's inbreeding.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Like, AI art is getting worse again. Because, like, when it first started, it was all, like, real Uncanny Valley kind of shit, right? Like, it was easy to pick what was AI art because there were obvious errors. And those started to come out of it, and it became harder. But now they've started to come back in because those AI art algorithms are learning off the early AI art. Still elevated enough to be detectable, and some things still have problems with it, which is why old lead and old violins are so valuable. That does remind me of how we proved cosmic rays existed, and why computers also need as little radioactive material as possible. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the cosmic rays flipping bits. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but it reminds me of it.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, cosmic rays randomly flipping bits in computers. Kind of funny. Kind of cool.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged.
You know what I should have done before I left the station? is recall the Peregrine.
Quantum travel complete.
It was always we can improve the AI if we just have 10 times the data points after scrubbing the entire internet. Yeah. And now it's got more data points, but the problem is, so many of those data points are stuff that the old AI made. Started to find that some computers were getting data errors from radiation flipping bits. Then after a decade or so of improvement in mining and processing, we were able to make reliable memory. But then one of the first electronic elections in the US had been close, and on a recount, one of the candidates ended up with 4,096 more votes than on the first count. There was also a Mario speedrun record that could not be replicated. And it was found that one of the bits had been flipped by cosmic rays that enabled it to happen.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
The first assumption was that it was the same radiation problem that'd been known and wanted missed QA checks, but no, the machine was clean, cosmic grade, hit the relevant bit, and flipped it. This is about 30 years before the Mario one. Yeah, the Mario one's just an interesting factoid.
Landing complete.
Pretty sure all it did was, like, made the person jump a second time or something. And that was why they were able to get the speedrun. So this one time in boot camp, I did a push-up. So did I. I regretted it. For the record, I'm, like, skinny as hell. And you'd think, like, a push-up would be fine. But no. I absolutely hate them. Considering the amount of time it took to have this many data points on the internet, the only way to get 10 times that anytime soon is by feeding it AI output. Exactly. Exactly. And then you get AI inbreeding. I'm calling it that from now on. Has already been called Facebook for 20 years. Facebook really 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Really? Screw you. AI inbreeding results in hallucinations, just like in humans, probably. I reckon the whole AI thing is a hallucination. Well, that's the AI, if that's true. Feb 2004, jeez. Way to make me feel old. As if the grey hairs weren't already doing that. Years younger than you? It's not many years. It's not many. But yeah, it was weird. The other day I looked in the mirror and like half the patch of hair in front of one of my ears is grey. And like I've had a couple of grey hairs there for a long time, but it's now like half of it. It's now like half that patch. For all I know, it's been that way for a long time and I just haven't noticed it until now. But it's a thing. I'm like, huh. Hello? Thank you. Looking in the mirror was my first mistake. Rude. Arguably, my first mistake was probably being born. It's usually where that starts, right? Who is it a lot? Not yet most, but I notice a sizable percentage of Facebook is now just bots commenting on posts from bots with no human interaction at all. That's actually hilarious. To be fair, Twitter's kind of the same, and I think Instagram's the same. I'm rapidly reaching the conclusion that basically all social media is just bots now, with the occasional human. Shrimp Jesus? Shrimp Jesus? Is this a reference to something that I'm just not recognizing right now? I feel like I should. I feel like it is something that I know about. And my brain's just going, you're not allowed this piece of information right now. My brain has a mind of its own. It's Facebook bot thing? Okay. Wait. Before I do that. This is actually making me depressed that these aren't working. Like, I'm putting stuff away to avoid losing them to a bug, but it's also functionally exactly what I should be doing with these. But these aren't working. They generate AI images and say stuff like, how come no one shares images like this anymore? Ah. I getcha. I getcha.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
You are clear to
Look, if
launch.
AGI is going to ever be a thing, then that is the sort of primordial soup it will come out of. Not a deliberate invention of AGI. I can see that. I can see that. Sort of follow an actual, like, evolutionary path. Somewhat naturally.
Launch
If,
complete.
like, it can be called natural. It's fine.
Thank you.
Landing
And
gear.
please visit again.
You saw nothing? I did not just hit the wing. But that's also a good point, actually. What a lot of people think of when they think of AI is actually AGIA, right? Automated General Intelligence, not artificial intelligence. And there is a distinct difference. I mean, that might be changing a little bit now with machine learning algorithms, but the general idea of AI is actually closer to AGI.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
ChatGPT is more autocomplete than AGI. Exactly. Exactly.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Sitting waves. Hello. Yes, if we hit 10 subscriptions this month, I'll do a subathon. If we hit 15, I'll do a 24-hour stream. And if we hit more than that, I've got a couple of ideas for other rewards and incentives in mind. On the note of the subathon, I am getting the camera sorted. So that should be back in the next few days. And hopefully, without the problems it was having. Hello, hang on. There's the sound.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.